Hello there. Welcome to the Drifting Explorer. I'm Steve. It is a gray day in Nova Scotia today, but that's okay. The sun's coming later. But this morning, it's early in the morning, and it's May long weekend here in Nova Scotia. So what that means is we have Monday off work. So I thought I'd take this morning. It's not super sunny out or anything like that, and then like I say, it's early. So I thought it'd be a good time to begin our fishing under a bridge thing that I do. So I don't often catch too much. I've caught a couple sea bass here in this location, and but I mean the potential you could catch just about anything here. So I've also got a little bit of an inspired bait I'm going to use here today, something I've never tried before. And yeah, we'll have a few casts. I'm just going to sit and enjoy my coffee is the main thing, but I'm going to whip a bit of bait out there too and see if we can't catch something. I think the tide is falling right now, but I'll know for sure once I get a bobber floating there. This is a spot where a tributary runs into a river, which runs into the ocean, so this spot is tidal for sure. All right, let's get pole geared up, get bait in the water, and see if anything happens, man. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoy. All right, I got my bobber on. This is a fairly deep channel runs through here, so I'm giving myself quite a bit of line between bait and bobber. And for bait, I don't have worms, I don't have minnows. What I do have, last night for supper, we were having, I had a steak and the rest of the family had pork chops. So my steak had a nice long sliver of fat on it. So I was watching Greg from Outdoors on the Cheap the other day, and he had used, what did he use for bait? A piece of fat or something? I can't remember now, but anyway, it gave me the idea, and I commented on his video that a piece of gristle off a steak or a piece of fat would probably work good too. Oh man, figures I can't remember what he used for bait. Anyway, oh, he used bacon. He used bacon for bait. So I had said, like, you know what, like piece of steak, piece of fat off a piece of steak, that might work real good too. He thought so as well. So let's give it a try, man. I'm gonna just cut off a goodish hunk, about that much. My steak's back in plastic. I mean, if I were a fish, I'd probably bite that. That looks pretty good, man. I'm right, it should be. Should be able to weave that onto your hook pretty nicely, man. I'm just using a small hook to try starting out. There we go. There, that looks pretty good to me, man. Nice ball of bait. I got a couple flashy silver spinners on there too. Just add a little flash, although the water looks pretty clean. Okay. Not to forget my coffee. So every summer, starting this weekend, May long weekend, we start heading to the beach every weekend. We have a little bit of land down at the beach, so we retreat to here every weekend for the summer. It's really a lot of fun, but it takes me out of the woods, right? So I got to do things. There's lots to do in the area that I can get out and do, lots of places to explore and bridges to fish under and stuff like that, and places to go fishing. So we're at the beach, but for me, it's more like camping with less bugs, right? There's not near as many bugs once you get out to the coast. So that's why we're here. Oh, it's really nice. Nothing better than morning coffee under a bridge. Let's get bait in the water and see what happens. Hopefully we get a bite. Oh, my coffee is perfect. Lovely. Okay. Let's get bait in the water and see what happens. There we go. It's looking good. Let's make sure we have coffee handy. The odd cars going over the bridge. People are starting to wake up and move. It's a great little spot, but it's a brutal spot when it's sunny. The sun's rising over there, it just beats on you here. All kinds of traffic on the go. So the ocean is that way. That's why tide's falling. My bobber wants to go out. If tide were coming in, my bobber would want to go that way. There we go. That's a nice one. So for the first weekend at the beach, it's been a great one so far. We still got one more night here. Maybe tonight I'll do a coffee challenge. Maybe not. Hard to say. I've been able to have a campfire every night, Friday and Saturday nights anyway. Hoping for another one tonight. Try one more with the bobber and then we'll take the bobber off and just try the spinner maybe. Oh, that's a good one. Right out in the channel. Ah, the smell of salt in the air, man. It's good stuff. And try a few casts without the bobber. Maybe we'll give you guys a different angle for a minute. Okay, let's try a few casts without the bobber. Spinner's working really nice. Oh, bounced her off the bridge that time. This is salt water as well. Man, that bait looks great. I really like the look of that. I'm real surprised that I'm not getting any bites here. Nothing chasing. Okay. I'm going to throw the bobber back on so I can sit and enjoy my coffee while it floats. No bites. No bites so far. I might put another split shot on there. Let me see. Just to get my bait a little further out into the channel. Got my old inherited tackle box. This one used to be my dad's, and now it's mine. Put another one right about here. Well, let's get that out there so I can sit down and enjoy some coffee. It's pretty good. Oh well, bites or no bites. It's nice sitting next to the water, that's for sure. And enjoying a coffee is always nice. It's a great little spot here at this tide level, even high tide. High tide would be about another 4 feet higher water than this. It's a nice little spot to hang out, man. Have a few casts, have a coffee. Good way to start the morning, I think. Usually at the beach, I get up pretty early and dart out to do this stuff while everybody else is asleep. Everybody likes to sleep in at the beach. I don't usually, but this weekend I have been. So, I mean, sleeping in to me is 8 in the morning. That's sleeping in. Usually I'm up anywhere between 6 and 7. But we've been staying up late and having a lot of fun, so I don't mind. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. So I'm really impressed with how that bait is holding up. Even though I'm not getting bites on it, I would say there's just nothing here, but that looks really tasty. If I were a fish, I would eat that for sure. Oh. So the other day I appeared on Atlantic Bushcraft Adventures. Man, what a good time. That was awesome. If you didn't catch it, go back and look. I think I was on episode 268. What a lot of fun we had, man. I had never met Ben. It was nice to meet him. I met Rob at Art at Night, man. And what a great couple guys, man. We had a great chat, good conversation. I really enjoyed it. They're thinking about ramping up a campfire series, so I committed to doing that with them. That'd be a lot of fun, man. Hopefully they get that up and running sometime soon. Keep an eye out for it. Go over and check out Atlantic Bushcraft Adventures. And I'd also recommend that you check out Greg over at Outdoors on the Cheap. He's a really knowledgeable guy, man. He's he's a whole bunch like me in a lot of respects. He's out there, he's doing stuff on his own, right? Like, I don't see him going with other people or anything, and that's me, right? I don't do any of this. I do this with my kids once in a while, but I gave up recording that because every once in a while YouTube takes a bit of offense to stuff the kids might be doing on video. So I don't let them appear on video that much anymore. I mean, we'll see as they get older. They want to be in the videos and stuff, but I can't have strikes against my channel, right? If I happen to catch them with a knife in their hand or something like that, YouTube doesn't, that goes against community guidelines. So I wasn't aware of that, and I learned really quick that I don't want strikes against my channel or anything. But anyway, shout out to Greg, Outdoors on the Cheap, man. He's another Nova Scotia guy. He does some fishing, he does outdoor adventures, man, and he shares a whole lot of knowledge is what he does. I've learned a bit from him. And if you see this, Greg, I want you to know I didn't see what you wear in the woods and start wearing it. This is what I've worn in the woods my whole life. The jack shirt. I wear my jack shirt year round, as you've seen through my videos. I think he does too. And my Dunlop boots, man. I wear them year round too when I'm out on adventures. I actually broke down and bought a pair of hiking boots this year to wear when I'm out drifting, but I don't love them. I think they'll be great for like on trail stuff, but for clambering through the woods and stuff, I think I'm going to stick to my Dunlops. I got about one more cast before my coffee's gone. And once my coffee's gone, I'm heading back. It's funny, these spots, underbridge spots and tidal spots, sometimes the fish are here and sometimes the fish are not. And sometimes when they're here, they're plentiful. At the next bridge over, I've got mackerel and stuff too. One more good cast. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. But yeah, for me, there's no better way to start the day. Sitting beside some water, be it ocean, lake, or stream, fishing rod in your hand, coffee cup in the other. Love my Yeti, man. My Yeti's my all day, everyday cup. I just transition liquids. I start with coffee, go to water. In the evening, I'll usually have a cup of tea in it around the fire. Yeti's a dang good cup, man. I like it. You got to be careful though not to burn your face off with it, because they'll stay hot long enough for you to forget how hot it is, right? And you go to take a swig and it'll burn your face off. Other than that, the Yeti is the perfect cup. As you can tell with my hood up and everything too, it's not all that warm out here today. But it is nice. I think it's about 8 degrees right now. So as well, I might as well mention too, like over the summer from this weekend forward, with us being at the beach, I don't get a lot of time on the weekends to get into the woods. So we'll have to see how it goes, and I'll fall into a pattern, I always do, of when I'm getting out on drifts, when I'm at the beach. When I'm at the beach, I like to film just morning stuff, evening stuff, just different things that I'm doing at the beach. If I'm doing something I never did before, I'll film it. If I'm doing something I've done 100 times and just never filmed before, I'll film that too. Okay, coffee's gone. I'm going to give it one more cast. The famous one more cast. There we go. Oh, that's a good one too. That's right out there in the channel. Tide's really moving there now. It's not taking long for my bobber to swing right across the channel. Come on, fishy. Well, there we go. I am skunked today under a bridge. But my coffee's gone. And the family's probably woke up by now. So I'll head back to the trailer, head back to the beach, see what's going on over there, man. Got all my gear. I hope you enjoyed this video of me fishing under a bridge, man. I'll be back. Fishing under bridges is kind of like this when it's tidal fishing. Sometimes the fish are there, sometimes they're not, man. Today was just one of those days they're not here. And that's all right. I'm good with that. I had a nice coffee. I had my morning coffee beside moving water under a bridge, man. It was very peaceful, very nice. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, and remember, folks, like I always say, you will never find anything unless you get out and look. Go have a look, man. It's worth it. Bye for now.